And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson. Thank you for being the first one here this morning. Shout out to Angel D. Sean Cassell is in the building. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school students. Shout out to the teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to heavy equipment operators, construction workers. Shout out to the chefs. Shout out to the nurses. Shout out to the CNAs. Shout out to, go already. Whatever your job description is, big up to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to the entertainers out there, because some of y'all sliding down poles and clapping cheeks for your living. Because you're not rob nobody on them something, but they still make an honest living, right? Right. And it's required. It's necessary. So shout out to you too. Probably coming in this morning tired from the club. Woo! Anyhow, big up to everybody tuning in this morning. The chat is open. So come on in, enjoy yourself, keep it manners and respect. Cause that's what we deal with over here. Right off the bat, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this because this thing I'm about to tell you about is something that I spoke to you about. And if you've been here long enough, you'll remember this. Remember what I said. Imagine if somebody said, SouFlo, you should do a dating show and start match people. And I said, boy, I may not have no time for that still, but it's a good idea. Walk with me now. Remember when I said that would be a good idea? Imagine if we had like a Caribbean dating show, right? Where a man from Trinidad can look for a woman from them people here serious, you know. This is a alert, by the way. And now every phone in the house is about to go off. Every device was going off in my house this morning. 3 tablets, 5 phone. Boom, boom, boom. That's how they send out the Amber Alerts. Right. Anyhow, back to this. A child. Them interrupt my flow. Imagine having a dating service for the Caribbean where a man from Trinidad can say, yeah, I want a girl from Jamaica, and that's, we're connecting the Caribbean, right? I might want to go St. Lucia, Antigua, Barbuda, you don't know. Well, not me personally, but I'm just saying. It's a way. I saw it as a way to travel and all these other things, because if a lady from Trinidad starts to talk to a man from Jamaica, and then guess what? Your hotel fee it disappears. Cause you don't have to come stay in a no hotel. Y'all been talking for a while on social media, getting to know each other. And next thing him say, come see me, no man. Come spend a weekend with me. Come spend a week with me and thing. And you're hosting me. And he's like, yeah. And then you fly out, right? And you fly out and you go stay for the weekend or the week, and you see how life is in Jamaica with him. And then vice versa, fly him to Trinidad. And this, I don't know. I have just these great ideas in mind. Great minds think alike, right? And I always tell people this. I say, whatever great idea you think you have, jump on it, because somebody else out there is thinking the same thing, and it's just a matter of who executes it first. Well, I am excited because I did speak about this before, and I swear I'm gonna go over there to see if like who's gonna tune in and everything. There's a channel called Scotch Bonnet and Time. Check this out. Hold on there. Watch this.
You put yourself out there and find your.
Hold on. This Scotch Bonnet.
2024. Dare to be bold this year. Let this be the year you put yourself out there and find your person. I'll be
My
hosting
angles
a
are
dating
messed
show
up.
on YouTube called Scotch Bonnet and Time. Come tell me what kind of seasoning you want and what kind of seasoning you're looking for.
Hold up. Wait. I don't know what happened since the other day, right? I pulled down all my equipment, put it back together, and now, like, when I hold my phone, for me, it's like I can't get my hat look this way to me. Everything look like a different angle. But I'm trying to show you Scotch Bonnet and Time. Let me make the screen big. All right, boom. There we go. Big screen. Pull it all the way back. All right, now we play.
It's 2024. Dare to be bold this year. Let this be the year you put yourself out there and find your person. I'll be hosting a dating show on YouTube called Scotch Bonnet and Time. Come tell me what kind of seasoning you are and what kind of seasoning you're looking for. What are your deal breakers? Are you marriage minded? Come talk to me. Do you have what it takes to season somebody's pot? Let's have a chat on Scotch Bonnet and Time, Caribbean Love Online. I'm your host, Lady Fine. Join me every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Jamaica time. The cooking starts Sunday, January 14th. 20 years and over, please. You have to be an adult with at least 2 years experience. I'll see you in the kitchen.
I'll see you in the kitchen. Listen, this says 20 years and older, please. So she says you have to have at least 2 years of experience. You have to have at least 2 years of experience, right? It's already started. She kicked it off January 14th. Today is the 29th, right? And it's every Sunday at the channel called Scotch Bonnet and Time. I'll leave the link when we finish with this live right here. I will leave. Matter of fact, I could probably go pull up the link right now and put it. I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to interrupt the live, but let me come back to the live. All right, I don't want to interrupt the live, but I'll put the link and pin it as the first comment. So those of you who are interested, 7:30 Jamaican time every Sunday. Scotch Bonnet and Time is the channel. I'll put the link right here. You could go over there, and a bunch of other people will be meeting up over there as well. I just envision it to be one of them things that where grown people get on, right? And then start talking about themselves, and they'll be talking to each other. So what do you do for a living? That kind of thing. Blah 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 blah. And then you get to know who is who, and you pick who interests you, and take it from there or whatever. Very interesting concept. Very interesting concept, and I'm excited about it and excited to see it go. Right. So look out for the link for Scotch Bonnet in Time, Caribbean dating show, and we'll see where that goes. Karen Notice says, I feel like you'll be taking a chance. Not everyone has good intentions. I would be scared to do this. Yeah, that's true too. But, you're taking a chance regardless. I don't mean to be morbid, but almost every woman I know that got killed in a relationship or beat up or abused or whatever, it was from somebody that she took her time to get to know, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So the world has changed. The world has changed. It's different now. So you definitely meet people in different ways now. People slide into your DM instead of walking down the street and seeing you. The possibilities of meeting an individual who you are probably more into is easier now, especially if you have been whoring and touring and you done whore out and tour out your whole city. So you're like, there's nobody here for me in Miami, Florida, because you've been, you ran through. So you're like, I'm not interested in Miami guys. I'm not interested in Miami girls or whatever. You can jump online and you can find girls and guys from all other 49 states, and in no time you might find what you like. I'm just saying, you take a chance in everything you do, right? I would just suggest that whoever you meet, you vet them properly first before. And, first date shouldn't end up at your house, or first date shouldn't end up at his house, kind of thing. You go, you see, you try out, and then, as the vibe grows, or your instinct tells you, spidey senses tells you, stay away from, then you cut connection and move on. Or go forward. I've seen beautiful stories come out of these. People get married. They've been married for years now. This kind of thing, because this online dating stuff has been going on for a long time now. The internet bust long time ago. See? What's the website again? Rojani says, oh, it's Scotch Bonnet and Time. But let me get the spelling properly. If you go on YouTube, her name is Lady Fine, right? And it's Scotch Bonnet and Time, just like how we spell the seasoning. Let me write it down here real quick. I'll send the link later. It's SCOTCH, SCO. And you know, with spicy and everything. So I like the concept of the Scotch bonnet and thyme. It's the seasoning. It's a Caribbean thing, right? So T Scotch, SCOTCH, BO, and Scotch bonnet and THYME. There it is. I just put it right there in the comment section. If you go on YouTube and type in Scotch bonnet and thyme like that, you'll get her channel, right? All right. And I wasn't even subscribed. So we're going to help that sister here for grow. You found it, Rajani? Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. All right. Y'all go on over there. I'm definitely going to go over there because I just want to see something. I want to see it. And I also not only just want to see something, I think I probably also want to be an inveigler. I want to be an inveigler. Shout out to Yvonne Wallace, said I found her and I subscribed. I want to be an inveigler. I want to go over there and go push people upon people. Because I love the idea, the concept. You know, I want to go over there and go warn some people too. Like, stay away from the one that my girl, a dirty boy. I don't know. We'll see. Stay away from the one that my boy, a dirty girl. I don't know. I'll probably be over there making trouble, but I'm definitely going to be over there trying to be all up in the mix. I see what I go on over there. All right. Anyway, listen. Shout out to Scotch Bonnet and Time. They're also our sponsor for this morning's live. And I'm definitely gonna be over there. So I'll meet you over there. Meet me there or beat me there. And definitely on Sunday, 7:30, Jamaican time, she goes live. And then you know when the go live stuff is a whole different thing. Evan Wallace says, make sure you know who you're pushing my way. Yeah, I'm not sending dirty people. I don't like dirty man. So I'm not sending dirty man. They're going to have to be my quality of people. But whether it's male or female, and I only deal with high quality people. Yeah. Longevity relationships and high quality people. We don't do one night stands and these things. But if that's what you're looking for, then listen, how should I put this now? Cause I don't want to sound like scaly fish, but how should I put this now? If it this is the world we live in. People are free to do what they want to do. If you decide, say, you want something for a short term thing because you're not ready for no long term thing and you're sprinkling yourself around the place, then you just make your intentions known. Not true? We're all big people, and at that mash up a lot of relationships a lot of the time because one person jump in thinking this is gonna last forever. I'm looking for permanent, and the next person jump in not letting their wants and needs and desires known, but they're a temporary person. So you have a temporary person, I feel in mind, they're like, this ain't really for me still, but me go catch us for a little minute and go on and enjoy the ride, till me find something better, kind of thing. Now you have a problem. Cause you have this one year thinking it's permanent, this year 1 year knowing it's not permanent, and then there's a clash of interest. So as a grown person, just come out and say what it is that you want. I'm looking for family. Watch how much man left quick. If you're a woman that says, I'm looking for marriage and family and stability, you about to weed out half of the room. Because there's a lot of men that's going to be in there like, and that me really come for still in a mama. You kind of like the way how the body stay still. Yeah, the leg them and thing you round away. So here what? I'm going over here, all right? I'll leave you to look for what you looking for, Mr. Stability, kind of thing. And if you come and if you come and you say, I'm looking for fun. I like to travel. I make good money. I'm independent as a man. I don't need no help financially. I like to travel and have fun. And I'm in my 40s or 50s or whatever, just enjoying life now. My kids are off to college. If you one of them Monday, you might meet a woman like that on there who's like, oh, that's me. I like to travel, have fun, meet interesting people, blah, blah, blah. Not tell nobody how to live them life still. So how about two married people falling in love? Wayne Core says, how about two married people falling in love? Wayne, you have to go fix up that. I don't understand that. Unless if you're married already, you must be falling in love with who you're married to. Unless you're looking for problems. May I go look what going on over them? Yvonne Wallace said. All right. Wait, course says, how about two married people falling in love? Lord God. Jam J says, what happened to the $100 a month after your first 500 paid members. I had to unsubscribe my pay subscription. Hold on there. Let's talk about this. Hold on. What happened to the $100 a month? Why did I lose that? Type that again. I had to unsubscribe my paid subscription. I'm looking for it. Okay, Jam JC here. What happened to the $100 a month after your first 500 paid members? I had to unsubscribe my pay subscription. I don't like liars. All right. So, you don't like liars. What did I lie about? What did I lie about? Every time the number went up, I set a number and I said if we hit this certain number, I'll give away this much. You thought I was gonna be just giving away money forever? Eh? So you had to unsubscribe your paid subscription because you don't like liars? Let me help you out. You was never a subscriber in the first place. You were never a supporter in the first place. You love the free content because I create content that I myself enjoy and like-minded people enjoy too. So you got most of these people whose names are in green. When they got their $100, they actually told me give it to somebody else. SouFlo, give it to somebody who really need it, or they took it and gave it to somebody who really need it. So you subscribing for $9 a month and asking me about $100, you were probably never gonna get the $100. There, it always came with a stipulation. It always came with who did this first, or who answered that first, or who whatever first. So it was always a gamble, anyways. And not once did I say I will give out $100 indefinitely every month. I never said that. So we either had a misunderstanding or something, but the room is open for free this morning, and you're here for free to talk your ish for free. So go ahead. But thank me for letting you in, and thank you for being here. Not true? Big up yourself, same way. Yo, my people are different, yo. We're different, you know? We're really, really different. The entitlement. The entitlement. Now, listen, while saying that, let's get back to the root of why I started this. I had a young lady in Jamaica that I was helping out. I've never met this woman before. I've only seen picture, and because she would show me what she was doing with the money, and I was trying to tell her that I would like for her to be more transparent. But let me be real raw and honest. She is probably on here right now. She come from gunman area. She come from bad people place. She come from one of the places in Jamaica that's one of the most volatile places in Jamaica. So even sending her money, she used to say, SouFlo, nah lie. When me have to go to Western Union to pick it up, me feel afraid. Cause with my area, which part me live, them youth here, they on bike and bicycle all day. Them trail you, them follow you, them see you go to Western Union. So she tried to get me to put it straight into her account, and I tried, and I couldn't do it. And then we had to go so the logistics behind the scenes of moving. She has a child, and she was trying to start a business from home. I don't believe in helping somebody forever, cause that no help. I mean, I take care of you that, right? So I said, boom, let's help her enough as a family, as a group, so that she can start. She explained to me the business she wanted to start. She already have our shop up. She needs to stock it. The shop is in front of our house. May I say, all right, she have our youth, I go school, all these other things. Also, there's a brother that got deported and is in Jamaica also, which he was on the very wrong track over in the US. And I don't want him go Jamaica and get back on the track he was on over here, right? Shoot to kill it. Yeah. So I was trying to help him to go into his farming thing and stay on the right track as well. So I'm really trying to help real people. So I told y'all, give me this much money and I will match it and send it. Every now and then somebody give me $25, me match it with $25. If you give me 50, me match it with 50 out my own pocket. Some people give me $100, I matched it with $100. One lady out of everybody called one day and said, SouFlo, I'm gonna give you $100 per week for the next 2 months or something like that. She said, was it 2 months or a month or something like that? But anyways, I hung up the phone because she called my phone. So I hung up the phone and I said to wifey, I said, yeah, right. Ain't nobody giving that faithfully. Everybody talk a lot of good talk. So Flo, set this up, man. We're all in on it. And I learned my lesson. I will jump in and then everybody leave me stranded. And then because me talk it already, me have to go dig in my own pocket now. So when this lady said that, I never thought she was gonna do it. Whoever you are, I guess she doesn't want to be known or praised publicly. The money just kept coming like clockwork, just like she said it was. And every time she sent it, the only thing she said was, here's the second one, here's the third one, here's the fourth one, here's the fifth one. Me start to have a problem to keep up with her because every time she send it, I had to match it, right? Just like I told my audience, listen, nobody call me no liar, miss. That cut me to my soul because I'm not a liar person. I stand on credibility, right? So just like how I said, I'm matching it every time it gets sent. When the woman send the 100, whether me find it or not, I had to find it and match our 100 and send out the money. And I keep all my Western Union receipts, right? Because I don't want nobody come drag me and talk about, oh, my thief the people their money. I don't need a thing. I don't need a thing. I was genuinely trying to help people out. I'm actually trying to find a more transparent way of helping people so the audience feels more involved. And then we can do things as a family and everybody can see where it's going. And I told the sister that too. I said, you know, I'm sending this money and yeah, you send like a pictures here and there and said this way I do and all that. But the people them, they love spread rumors and they love take things out of context. So I want them to see. And then she was advising me that, the place where she come from is not safe for her and all this. So I can't plaster her face on front page, but I'm helping her behind the scenes, which kind of made me, it's crazy, but it kind of made me in a sense not even want to help anymore. You know what I mean? So I gave a couple more and then I just stopped. And she's probably on here, and I apologize to you because I see your email and I don't answer your email because I don't have nothing else to give. And it's not only that, and I don't want to say it in a bad way. I feel bad, but I had to cut from Dessa. See, I'm upfront, raw, and honest. I had to cut because I want the transparency to be different. I want you to get to a place to where I can say, this is what we're doing, and the audience can see this is what we're doing. Now, while you're at it, this is where I'm at. I was looking at an orphanage in Clarendon, Jamaica, because I come from Clarendon, Jamaica. So I was looking at an orphanage that houses wayward boys that were dropped off to the system. They are wards of the state. They have no parents anymore. These kind of things. And I wrote down the name of the one. I did my research. I look up how many boys are housed there. See, I want to be able to go to Jamaica and put foot in these places. Like if I'm helping, I want to be able to go there, put foot in these places. I don't know. I could go there and give a message of upliftment for the youth them, right? And they could say, yeah, this is SouFLoTV, and give them a bit of my background story and make the youth them know so they're not alone in their struggle, and it gets greater later, and they don't have to walk around hopeless even when everybody has abandoned them. So I'm on a whole different thing right now, right? But a transparency we are deal with. So nobody beat me like that because me did say something about the $100. I never said I was gonna give away $100 indefinitely. Never said that. Right. Um Wayne Core says don't do it. Remember Shaggy. You see? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. As you start something good, then comes all the bad arrows. But I'm not paying attention to the bad arrows. This idea of, I even told wifey, I said, you're from Westmoreland. Find a charity in Westmoreland, preferably something like what I'm looking at in Clarendon, uh, where children are wards of the state, right? Them parents give up on them, or their parents are dead, probably lost their parents to crime and violence. They live in a home. The home houses boys and girls. These are places we can, listen, I can fly into Jamaica, right? Have a nice vacation, do all the touristy stuff, go see family members and all that, and fly back out. But I mean, how many times am I going to do that? It's not fulfilling for me. What's fulfilling for me is to know that I'm actually helping other people. And you might not think of it big now, right? But you see, when time you reach way older and your purpose isn't fulfilled, you feel different about life. So me want to be able to fly go Jamaica, fly into and go up to one of these orphanage and be and talk to the youth them that are in there, see a batch of youths grow out of the orphanage, knowing that you help them to go to university to get a degree or go off to a trade school and get a trade and start a business of their own or earn skills that when they fly out, if they get to fly out of Jamaica, they're in the US or anywhere else earning a living somewhere because they have skills they acquired from there and these kind of things. It's hard as Ross being in Jamaica and being an orphan and then being a ward of the state. So these are the places I want to step into. And I think with that, we can be more transparent because then when I'm delivering the goods, my audience can see and they can see the children and they can see the mission. They can see us on the ground at the facility doing the work. And then that will motivate them more to know, say, okay, SouFLoTV audience takes care of this boys camp in Jamaica that is located in Clarendon. This home that houses how many boys that are wards of the state in Clarendon, that's a full responsibility. We are their sponsor. We take care of them. Of course, along with whatever they get from the government, right? Right. So we're sending we look at barrel, we travel there regularly, we find out who needs shoes, who play football, who need cleats, them have football team there, have them how them uniform look, these kind of things. These things may be small to you, but it's big to them. So I just something there with it. Not no more one individual here and the next individual there. People hitting me up on the low. SouFlo, me need some help and things now go good. But sorry, but me can't help everybody. And then people start cuss me coming at giving away enough money on time. you see? You see that? You see that? Karen says OMG, especially with vulnerable kids. Yeah, and those are the kids I think we that's where I need to shift my focus to. Shout out to those in the chat room who did the is a back to school drive they did on behalf of our platform. And I knew about it but didn't know about it. Me did kind of vex with them because even but I love y'all for that. Cause listen, they did that without even saying, yes, SouFlo, so we need something more from you because nothing. I'm here in Florida. I'm going through Walmart. And a brother in Walmart come up to me and I give me bump fist and I say, yo, big up yourself, man. And thanks for what you do for the youth them the other day, going back to school and stuff on behalf of the SouFLoTV audience. In the chat, I'm like, what the I say, yeah, man, yeah, man. But then I walked away and said, babe, what am I talking about? And it wasn't until I go back to the chat room that members of the chat room were like, yeah, man, SouFlo, we did have a drive, back to school drive, give away books and bags and these kind of things and take care of the youth. Them and where. Big up to y'all for that. Because them are the things that I'm trying to do. Those are the things I'm trying to do. That's a good idea, especially if you can donate directly, says Yvonne Wallace. Absolutely. And then how we would do it is very transparent. You set up the fund and everybody sees how much is in the fund. And then we take that every time we go, we take that and we furnish them with whatever it is that they need there. So there is no more behind the scenes. There is no more. I wonder if anybody else I give money. I wonder if I'm me alone I give money. What am I do with the money? I'm trying to eliminate all that because when people can see everything, they feel more secured in giving more. And if we're gonna deal with it like that, I think that's how we should deal with it. Right? SAS says the red tape to even set up a charity on the island or ship as a charity from overseas. Can never forget the story about the ambulance that got shipped and never cleared. Shaking my head. Yeah, but we now set up no charity on the island. We work with people who are already there. That's the thing. These children already exist. The home they're in already exists. Their needs and wants, their needs already exist. So we just have to step in and see what role we can play and how we can be helpful and motivational for them. That's where I'm at with it. Yeah. So we don't want no more. I don't know how to say it. We don't want no more down talking. We don't want no more doubt. We're not moving with doubt. You know, it just work there that need to be done. Work there that need to be done. Period. Seymour, big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly. Um, what about adopting a child? Well, Karen, how about adopting a whole? That's what I just said. How about adopting the whole facility? Make them our children. It's how many? Listen, it's how many of us in here right now gathered together. Trust me, we can more than adopt one child. We could take a facility and we could take care of that facility, and that facility will be our responsibility as a group, and we put into the fund as a group, and it's visible to everybody how much is in it. And so someone can say, Lord God, whole heap of money in there now. I wonder what SouFLo gonna do with it. And some people are gonna run away and say, I'm gonna buy Shakira one new car. Some are gonna say, I'm gonna carry it, go get gal. Some are gonna say this, but the people them who are actually watching, they'll see us using it to the place and the children that we said we're going to use it to, and know that they are ours. Know that they are ours. See it? So we can do more than just adopt a child. Because from these facilities, you will have, remember, I know every youth is going to excel to the point where they end up, say, going to get a degree at a university or something like that. Everybody ain't cut from the same cloth. But if you say go into a facility like the one I'm looking at, it houses 46 boys. 46 boys, and they rotate them out because the 46 boys eventually grow up, and you hit a certain age where you're no longer a ward of the state. You don't want them just pitch out on the street. So you start to look deeper now by visiting, by going, by sitting and talking with the children and talking with the administration that run the facility, and finding out, okay, where are your excelling students? Where is so and so? You can't make him slip by the wayside. You know what I mean? So you grab them, and then you're like, all right, this one is going off to you in next month. We're going to assume the responsibility for his first year of tuition. Put that together, paid off. Go to school, youth. Him not have nothing to worry about, right? Come again, tuition, and then you work through all the other stuff. Get him up here on a student work program, so on and so forth. Make him start see different aspects of life, all that, and you just chaperone him into, like, we have things that we can do. We have things that we can do, and we can do it for more than one youth too. And the crazy thing is, it's not hard. It just takes unity. It just takes unity. See? So that never stops. And I never stop giving. Right? Sash says, so you is Uncle Donna. Well, I don't know, I know. Um, Auntie Donna does something different than me still. But, you know, I'm trying to go from a different angle. You know what I mean? I know big people need help, but I'm trying to go from a different angle, like children who are neglected, children who, for some reason, they end up a ward of the state. That must be such a lonely life to have to live, to navigate your way on earth in some facility, knowing that nobody in here is related to you and you don't have no relatives. You just a ward of the state. That alone is a friggin' burden to carry for a child, right? Now, how you see the child I got grow up. So I'm thinking of, like, from that angle. Seeing? And we could do it, man. We could do it. But thank the person who said they unsubscribe because I stopped giving out the $100 or whatever. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we could. Yvonne Taylor, there you go. We could set up a scholarship fund, or we can just simply pay the damn tuition off for the student. Because, it doesn't have to be UE. It could be some trade school. It's wherever their interest lies. It's just like guiding them into adulthood kind of thing. You know? That's it. Veda, I appreciate you greatly. That's exactly what I hear every time I pitch anything. Got you SouFLo, ready when you're ready. And it's about a handful of people show up when we're ready. And we stuck out here on our own with the whole mission. Now me I tell wife to say, oh damn, so okay, we have to go digging on my savings and we have to go take it and fund this ourselves because we already stuck our neck out there, done talk to people and set up big list of what's needed. I'll never forget. Y'all did it to me. Y'all did it to me. Go back and look when my back porch was full off with all them something there. I mean, I pack up the barrel, them I send go to Jamaica. It was the audience that was like, "Ready when you're ready, so flow. Ready when you're ready, me rotted." Me there Jamaica, big and brave and bold. Walk up to facility I talk about with pen and paper. Give me a list of everything that's needed here, because I'm so confident in my audience. And then when it's time, not a soul. Shout out to the about 5 to 10 people that actually gave something, and then pack one barrel. After that, me have to pack everything else. I had to source the wheelchair, the everything else, break them down, put them together. Everybody had a lot of advice. I'll tell you a cheaper way that you can pack the wheelchair to send it better and all that. Like we, we needed funds. We needed funds. And under the promise so I got be there to help with the funds. And then I was stuck with just financing it myself. So 90% of that was financed by me out of my pocket just because up my mouth, and I wanted to honor that because I'm a person that if I say it, I'm gonna do it. That's why I like doing stuff by myself too, because it falls all on me. And I don't have to depend on anybody else. When I have to depend on other people, it's kind of like if them pull out and decide that they don't want to do it no more, guess what? That's me. That's my face. That's my brand on the line. And then people are gonna start class we as liars. Yeah. And talk a lot. They never say what I do. So whatever I bring forth, I always make sure that I could back it if people run out and left me. And sometimes it's big and it's way bigger than I should have spoke because I believe again and then we get left. And then I have to dig big into my own money and make it happen. But I saw it go. So I go. I just count it as, I put it out there in the universe and I don't know. I hope it inspires somebody else who have more than me to do more than me or to get on board and help me do what I'm trying to do or whatever. Esther Small says, I was sitting next to a lady from Clarendon, Jamaica in church yesterday. She was very courteous. She asked me to put her offering in the bucket. Hmm. Yeah. When I went to Jamaica to my grandmother's funeral was when I met her pastor. And our pastor was like, "So Flo, I listen to you every day. And I said to myself, I said, that's why I conduct myself a certain kind of way, cause you never know who. You know what I mean? You never know who. And those are like the last people I want to embarrass was my grandmother and my grandfather. Those are the people who I thought them could have brought me back and brought me into if I ever did anything wrong. Kind of kept me straight my whole life. Even when I didn't need to think that anymore, cause me did get bigger and stronger than them all kind of something, I still had that level of respect for them. So I carry myself a certain kind of way. Where when their friends and family members from one next side and partners and see me and associates see me, they're actually proud when they associate me back to my grandparents. And it's not no shame thing. I have family, real family that I have to uphold certain things. Yeah. So please don't think I'm out here just willy nilly in this because I'm not. I'm not. We say stuff, we stand on it, we get it done, whether we get help or not. That's why you don't hear me say stuff for a while because if I don't have the funds to back it for myself, I'm not gonna pitch the idea out there because a lot of people say, "Come SouFlo, ready when you're ready," and then we do it, and I don't have the funds to back it, and it's sitting there. Yeah, Scotch Bonnet subscribers went up. Rojani, I appreciate everybody who go over to Scotch Bonnet in time and subscribe to the channel. I think that's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it because I had the idea in mind. So to see somebody else do it is like, yes, we want to see where this goes. I want to see where it goes. Hey, we have things to talk about this morning still enough. And we gotta get to all these topics too. Let's start out with this. Jamaica first 13 days. I don't know if y'all know this or not. It's election time again. Our prime minister is on his soapbox again. Shout out to the Right Honorable Andrew Holness. He said Jamaica is safer now than it's ever been, and under his administration, the best government ever for Jamaica, and these things. Well, I didn't want to do this when it first happened, but it keeps popping up, so I'm going to do it. Within our first 13 days, And this is not to make Jamaica look bad. It's just to show you that the more things changes, the more things stay the same. I'm not gonna spend long on it because we have whole heap of topic. First 13 days according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. This is not according to SouFLoTV. This isn't SouFlo trying to make Jamaica look bad. This is according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So if them never want the public to know it, them wouldn't print it out. All right. First 13 days, we had 33 murders, 39 shootings, 31 reports of break ins, 20 robberies, and 7 rapes. And that's in the first 13 days of the new year. We're coming towards the end of the month for the first month of the new year, 2024. This all happened in the first 13 days. 33 murders in the first 13 days. Why do I think it's important to put that out there? Because I see somebody saying that it's not happening. It's not happening. Everything's safe, man. We have it locked. I don't think so. I just think we're going through 2023 all over again, and 2022 all over again, and 2021 all over again in 2024. So nothing ain't really changing. So the big political speeches that they're giving about how the place is safe and we make the place safe and murders are down and serious crimes are down. Y'all seen the speech? I'm not have to make this up. Serious crimes are down. This, that, and the other are down. No, they're not. No, they're not. And the same thing I go on. So instead of trying to deflect or trying to pretend that it's not happening, how about actually put measures in place that will help? Mr. Vegas out right now is saying one of the things they should start by doing is banning pillins, which means 2 persons would not be allowed to ride on a bike anymore. Because a lot of these murders take place with 2 guys riding on a bike, and the one on the back is the shooter, and then they and escape in nearby bushes, right? Now, I saw this morning where it says that the administration is seriously thinking about this suggestion from Mr. Vegas to ban a pillion on a motorcycle. I looked in the comment section and there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments of people saying the opposite. You know, on one hand, I would think that that good would suffer for the bad in order for us to be safer. On another hand, I told y'all, man, I fell in love with Westmoreland. And one thing that struck me about Westmoreland are the bike them. And I didn't even know that Jamaica had a bike taxi culture in some part of Jamaica. Well, in Westmoreland, that's people's bread and butter. So if I get up here and I say ban pill and pan bike, that means the man them that make a living using their bike to transport. And if you see them, you gotta be there. Take your trip and go to Jamaica. I'm telling you, and when you go Jamaica, go Westmoreland, you will see it. It's very different. Come from this, right? One man to a bike, yeah. When you say one man to a bike, just remember, say you just unemployed a whole bunch of people. So what do you think they're gonna be doing to pay their bills? So I'm on the fence again. I hear somebody said the other day, SouFLoTV always I try to find one way to be on the fence. Or I don't know if you understand my reasoning. I'm on the fence. Everything in life is not just quite cut black and white, man. I'm on the fence because I wouldn't want to take away those people's income. You know, do you know what you do to somebody when you take away their income, their means of survival, and their bills don't stop coming? Hey, man. All you tell the people them say, see, in a land with limited opportunity, you're telling the people them say go find something else to do. And we don't care where you find to do. But come off of the bike. One man to a bike. Okay, one man to a bike. Then what? What about those who have this is how they pay their bills? What you have to have an alternative for that. You can't just look on people and say, I'm shutting down your job. May I fire you? I'll find something else to do. Is that safe? Is that safe? Eh? If you wake up this morning and go work and they told you when you went to clock in, they were like, hey, we don't need you anymore. Go find something else to do. Wouldn't it put you in a little bit of a tailspin? Lucky for you, somewhere else might be hiring close by. Lucky for you, you might be in Canada, England, the US, or wherever where jobs are in abundance. Lucky for you, but them not there, so. Where they're at, that's all they have. Right. So when you look and talk about one man to a bike, you're not think about the people them where have them bills to pay. It's a beautiful thing, man. When I see them in Westmoreland, sometimes I just go stand up out of the gate early in the morning when I'm there and just film it and just watch them. Some people blow them horn, some pull up on my foot. Walk myself floor, keep going. I just stand there and just look in amazement. All four picnic on one bike with a man. And he's taking these four kids to school. Big woman on the bike, turn sideways. I told you all them full of skill and balance. And I would be afraid to ride on a bike like that. Big thick woman, you know, sideways, she sit down turning up on the back of the bike. Go she go her yard. That's her taxi ride to home, to work, back and forth. I don't know how to explain it to y'all. So I understand what Mr. Vegas is saying. And I was thinking of the same thing too. But then I have to be realistic. And we have to be sensible. And we can't just, chop off the hand off of the body. It's I don't know what the solution would be. I don't know what the solution would be. But I know that taking away people's means of income when the bills don't stop coming, that's not productive. It's not productive. Bad things will happen. Oh yeah, force me to go force me to go find money for pay the cause here what JPS does cut off a light up a yard there, Me not no work for work. Them say me can't do what me used to do. So whilst I run around here. Be careful, man. Be careful. So I see somebody say, well, if that's the case, the good just have to suffer for the bad. That's easy to say when it's not you suffering. Very easy to say when it's not you suffering. But anyhow, that was how your daddy put food on the table. Or your husband bring home the bread and feed the kids. I bet your ass wouldn't be saying it so casually. Well, the good have to suffer for the bad. Them things are cliche and easy to say. Put yourself in other people's shoes. Yeah? Put yourself in other people's shoes. Now, that one I'm with, King Biggs. That face cover up something there. Yeah, I'm with that one. In big broad daylight. Jamaica hot and rotted all year round almost. And these guys walking around with them face cover up. They're approaching you. You don't know, like, if is this I'm in Mobe, hip strip. We just out there looking at the planes flying by and how they look close like to the water and stuff when they're coming into the island. A car pull up. I think we're gonna get some porridge or something. And a car pull up. And the way the car pull up fast right on my foot. Yeah, and just stop. Bram, right? That's all. I look right in the car as soon as the car pull up. The car tint up pitch black. I could see through the windshield the brother in the car fully cover up to like up here so. Yes, so. And the first thing I thought was, oh shit. And he jumped out of the car like this. And him have on plain clothes. But then I saw the badge and the gun. He could have been a fake badge, right? Could have been a fake badge because it was an unmarked car. And him looked like one criminal to me. Like, it was scary. So yeah, man, if you're on a law enforcement, then you shouldn't be driving around like that any friggin' ways. Undercover law enforcement is a whole different kettle by itself, right? So they should have all them things there. Certain beats that certain men do, they don't even want their face known. And it's required that their face is not known. But if you're not that, you shouldn't be wear balaclava and a big hot day in a Jamaica. You're in the restaurant, stand up behind everybody else and get them food. You wear the back of the line, your face come up so. And it's 95 degrees outside. Them kind of thing there, yeah, ban those. Ban those. King Big said, when I see face cover and me grip up. When I see face cover and me grip up to her, I left the area immediately. And even when I found out that he was a police, I left. Same way, right away, same way. Because my mind still kept telling me this might not be a police. It might have a fake badge and a real gun. So me left anyway, especially the way how he pulled up and pull up and just jump, stop right there, so and jump out like with full speed, like he was on a mission, like he more jump out and bust it now. I'm like, yo, okay, no, nah, bandos. I'm all for that. The Channel F says it's unfortunate that when something doesn't affect some people, they don't think about others. Vegas is in the USA, and he should think about the regular people in Jamaica who have no choice. Right. Well, I saw him going back and forth with people in the comment section, and he himself was saying, Uno live a foreign, Uno don't live here, as if to say that he lives in Jamaica. In the comment section, he also said he has been personally robbed or been a victim of robbery by guys, by pillins on bike, and he knows personally people who got killed by pillins on bike. So to him, it's triggering. To him, get rid of them, right? So me no know. I don't know where a man live. A lot of the times y'all be thinking, oh, that one there live foreign him living now. And it's not. I'm living in Jamaica. If I go to Jamaica, right, and I set up the same, all I have to do is take all my stuff, set up my same setup, or just tell y'all, so we have change the background and change the background. And I'll be in Jamaica for a whole 2-3 months doing the show every morning. Morning thoughts, and y'all swear I'm in Florida. So I don't really know where a man lives. So I'm not gonna speak about all that. But what I'm gonna say is it's always easy to say, yeah man, the good of it suffer for the bad. It's easy to say that when you're not the one that's affected. What Jamaica need is the CCTV hub that works. I'm tired of hearing the Prime Minister talk about 2 billion US dollars and how much 100 million Jamaican dollars is going to be poured into this new project, and this new company is coming to build this $100 billion this and $50 billion that, and how much billion here and hundreds of million there. And I'm like, okay, so when is he going to think safety? Because all his years in office is the one thing where I beat the Ross out of Andrew, and is the fact that he could not stand on his promise to make Jamaica a safer place. He didn't fulfill it, right? So on his campaign trail, his campaign promise has failed. And if he really wants better, make it a priority to set up a CCTV hub. When I say a CCTV system with central monitoring points, that's exactly what I mean. It will even create jobs, because you will have people going in on a daily basis. They are manned 24/7. It's a room they clock into, a secured room that has about 1,000 camera in there. And inside of it, you have like 5, 6 people who, this is your sector, this is your sector, this is your sector, this is your sector, and you man these cameras for the 8 hours you're on the clock. You get off the clock, somebody else replace you, so they're always under surveillance. We've seen the blueprint and it works. So why them I talk about take people off a bike or all these other things? So anything to frig up a trying man, right? A trying man who say, you know what, nothing now go on for we, but we have to make something go on for ourselves. So I have a bike, so might as well, do my bike taxi thing and make a living and come help pay the bills them. No, take people off of the bike. How about hold the government accountable? Because that's their job to make the place safer. Honestly, in the US, ain't nobody taking nobody off no bike. There's a web of CCTV systems here. They will probably be able to track you from the street that you put the thing on your head to the street where you take it off. Even if it's 10, 20 miles away from where you put it on to where you take it off. Yep, here he is. And then that same motorcycle was seen turning on Lipscomb, and then it went down. Whoa, it traveled about 4 miles over, and then it crossed over into another county. All right, boom, into the other county web system. There he is again, going down I-95 north, heading into Broward. Okay, that it can be done. Okay, it can be done, and it's easy to do. And we don't want to hear about, oh, money here to do it. Just know, sir, them don't want to do it. That's it. I hate to see when they attack what makes a living for the people. That part them me not like, because I know what desperate, struggling, and hopeless people resort to. Yo, no money not running the dog, and nobody not feeding none of we around here, and no brother. So nobody come tell me no righteous speech, you know, brother. When time you hear that, and gun enough around you more than anything else, just know, sir, it's not gonna be a good outlook after that. All right. And Jamaica is a tiny island. Of course, Sandra, Jamaica is a tiny friggin' island. You could fit multiple Jamaicas into the state of Florida. Right. Right. That's how me live in the state of Florida. You could fit multiple Jamaicas into this state. So it don't tell me about, oh, it's just who I got pay for that and a whole heap of work. And you know, hear what the Prime Minister said. The man said money there in abundance. Suddenly, election time coming, we have all the money to fix all the roads in the country. It's not a matter of the money, it's a matter of allocating the money to the right individuals so the job actually gets done. Wow. I thought we were broke all along and didn't have the money to fix the roads. So no sit down on the money the whole time. Right. Right. The money is there. Okay? To put in the CCTV system with central monitoring point, the money is there. But them just don't want to do it. They'll do everything else to figure out people's life except for do what they're supposed to do to make Jamaica a better place for long term. If listen, in America, right, most people want to commit crimes, know that they'll be caught. And that's why you don't have more of them doing it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Whoa.
Manners and respect, family. What go on?
I lie. First, me I get £2 SouFLoTV.
Really?
This I forgot on Royal Record.
I saw.
Guinness Book.
I saw. Me try answer. Me try answer. What go on?
Try answer. Me cut off. Me have to stop 50 ring it because you are talking about the bike taxi. I mean, me interested if you say to voice my opinion on the part there. Yeah?
Do that, man.
All right, watch out now.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got my car from still, yeah?
See it.
But it's the bike taxi thing there. Me left you one message one time, and I'm going to take it in there. When I talk about bounty care come to England and the lady call you and tell you why, me left you one message to tell you why. But no, you're not get on to that. But listen, I know.
Yeah.
You see that bike taxi thing there? You see, they need to put something in place where you see them bike taxi man in Westmoreland, give them a license. So them legal on the road. So you come with the national insurance number, you come with your address, you come with your license, blah, 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 everything legal. As if you see, down there, so you run them taxi there. It will take you to a certain extent because we don't want to go around the island and so on a bike taxi. We don't legal for run in there, so. And maybe as far as the man to go be not too far out. We don't want you to take your plate and give to nobody else. Yeah, so when we see a red plate, so you see your plate, it's red or green or black or whatever.
Right.
So when we see that plate there, we know so that plate illegal. So when we stop you, and we stop you, if you fled off, we know so something wrong.
See.
So we don't want because you have on the plate there, they see in a Kingston and see in a St. Thomas with somebody on the back of the bike because you have on that plate there. So that can be sorted out. They can go on and jump and copy something. And every criminal got able if can come in to get certain type of documents to get a plate there, you know. So something can sort out, you know. See. And let me try to cut it quick again. You see the hoodie? Something when me talk about all these years.
See.
Because right now me there, you know. So from me up on the street, I'm cold right now, you know. And I can't even wear it. When me come out this morning, me put it on about 10 o'clock. Me have to back it off. I'm going to know how on earth these people wear this type of hoodie. And you talk about the policeman and the badge. Me never see Jamaican police carry a badge. But the next thing, I might check for Europe. You see, next thing, undercover police want to wear a hoodie. Well, if they want to go up on and join board and say, undercover police. So if you see you, we know say you're undercover police. So if the right police are going to check you, you must can produce. So then can go up and enjoy and so but people if you walk up and down in the sun at all about in this woody type of thing. A long time I pray that. If you ban, if you ever go to I think what a country them I go them sing with them sing Calypso.
Trinidad
Country there, them say no camouflage in them country.
Yeah, Trinidad.
No
Trinidad.
camouflage.
Yeah.
If you come off of the airport and you have a piece of camouflage in your bag, they will take it from you as a tourist, and when they go back, you pick it up.
Right.
They say hunger police and soldier one for real camouflage.
Right.
I don't sure if it's
It's Trinidad.
If it's I don't sure if it's Trinidad. I want them country there.
But no, so Trinidad is strict on that.
Come up with this. Yeah, well, I must be them. Jamaica supposed to come up with this thing. And we are going to Udi. You cool? You free? No. If it's ban.
You're masking your identity.
If we have a platform, we sing pan that every day. Feed ban. Even if you stop, where you going to Udi? Everybody have an Udi. If you stop where?
Yeah.
You know, belongs out there, belongs in a cold country. And the white people, they may not take them food from them, but do something for them when they down the road, down a country.
Yeah.
Who I do that from long time.
Right,
yeah?
right.
So I just them one have that preference there to do that. And you have to go up on your jamboard and figure out how to do it. Because you now have people that are going and say, oh, me tax him, oh, me leak. No. But just give them a chance, but them eat them food. So them need to go up on the jamboard and come up with that plan, man.
So yeah. What me like about your suggestion is it never leave nobody hungry. It didn't cut nobody off suddenly. You came up with a realistic suggestion that actually would work. And it would benefit everybody. Yes.
A long time I praise, I never know this is a come because a long time I talk about that something, you know.
Right.
A long time I talk about that bite something, you know.
See.
Long time. And let me tell you this. One more thing I tell you. We left your voice message from last year. And I wish you could listen to it. And let me tell you what it's based upon. It's based upon when time Bounty Killer they come over here and the lady tell us because whatever people in a different party take over, me counteract that, and that if you hear, it depends on your thing.
All right, I have to go look for that because my thing full up, you know.
Yeah, me know, man. Me know say full up, man. But do your thing, I'm there, because if you do, me listen to your thing. If you listen today, me listen tomorrow. Anything you put out.
Manners and respect, my brother. Manners and respect.
Let me give you one more piece.
Yeah.
Let me give you one more piece. You see that thing we talk about dunce?
Yeah.
You know, so you first create that, we don't talk to you now. And you're the creator of the dunce. I'm going to be done. We cut you off, we gone.
Manners and respect, my brother.
You just come to this thing here. And you start out this dunce thing and you not even know, say you.
But
let me tell you, you need to listen to my voice message here.
I will. Manners and respect, sir.
Cool. Bless up yourself.
Bless up. Yeah. All right. Me know where my talk about, but I know so me used to call everybody dunce, right? And oh shoot. Claude Sinclair has prostate cancer. No, you see how things run concurrent? May I look on this thing and I try to fix my hat. If you look straight anyway, it's bother me. Claude Sinclair has prostate cancer, guys. And Big Stone is the name he goes by. But it was him who pulled me in. I'm gonna call him Big Brother. And it was him who pulled me in and said, oh God, SouFLo, me say I call the people them dunce all the time, and you know, it's insulting to them, and some of them I say not everybody is highly educated or well read or whatever else. So that's how me used to use dunce different though, because dunce to we means something totally different than what dunce means today. We were never proud of being dunce. Dunce was an embarrassment. If anybody did call you dunce or tell your parents, you can imagine the parents go up at school and the teacher say, Mr. Smith, Edward Smith, your son, dunce, you know. You think your parents would have been like, oh, I'm dunce for real? I'm so proud of me. Look at dunce said, him dunce for real? No, dunce was an embarrassment for us. We never used dunce. We never used dunce for nothing good. So it's weird to me to be in a time now where things have really come full circle, where not full circle, things have really turned upside down, rather. Wrong is right, big is small, good is bad, smart is dunce, dunce is smart. It's weird, okay? It's weird. But yeah, we did run dunce for a while and then it start trending songs, but it's a different meaning for us than what it means for them. Claude Sinclair issue with his prostate cancer, though, I'll dive more into that. Let me write it down here, so I could dive more into that tomorrow. Because he put a whole article out there where he's encouraging Jamaican men not to be like him. And I can't help but to think that it's the same thing that we've been trying to do all along, where we encourage brothers to go get yourself tested on a regular basis. And we talk about how we're afraid of doctor. And plus, we have this thing in Jamaica where no man now put on no gloves and push no finger up in my body, where brother, me prefer dead, right? But guess what? You were dead for real, dead, right? So all these kind of things. So we'll talk more about that later. But y'all can go look it up on your own in the meantime. Claude Sinclair, aka Big Stone, OC Big Stone, aka in America is alias known as OC in Jamaica is otherwise called. It's the same thing. It means the same thing, just said in two different ways. Claude Sinclair / Big Stone has prostate cancer and stage 4 prostate cancer. Yeah. And I think he was reaching out for help as well financially to be able to fight this thing. So you can look up all that. When you're done, it's disgrace. Yeah, not now, not today. People, me and my duns charge them. It's the same way how it was hard for me to accept hearing my women call themselves bitches. You know, and I'm like, well, a bitch to me is a female dog. And me used to see the dog in my country one time, you know, a dog peely work in a certain way, you know, it goes in and then it blow up like balloon inside of the female. So oftentimes they would get stuck. And the only way the dog can separate from the other dog is if the male dog discharge and then the balloon blow up, something goes down so it can slide out, right? Right. I want to catch some people. So yeah, those were bitches to us growing up. So to see women now say, "Oh, she a bad bitch," and we bad bitches, and me and my bitches, it's the same thing as dunce for me. It's like I don't give a damn how you spin it. I can't see it being used in that way. We just can't see it being used in that way. I mean, I don't care how you try turn it into something good. It's just not. Right? Audrey Wright says, yeah, I can't get with that one. Call me a bitch. We are fight. Yeah, I come from an era where, remember Queen Latifah? Yeah, Jamaica, I'm born in, but I grew up in between Jamaica and America, so I'm deep in hip hop culture here as well. Remember Queen Latifah? UNITY, not a unity. And then she had this one where, who you calling a bitch? It was an insult for you to even let that come out your mouth while you was talking to a woman back in the day. Young girls, grown women, nobody was sliding with that. And you not sliding with it neither. It was fighting words. Now it's embraced as a term of endearment, as some empowering something, and have people actually really. This is how you know when somebody is mentally. This is how you know when you can convince them, you see, to use the worst things to describe themselves and make them think that it's something good. Think about what number was done on your brain in order to do that to you. Huh? This is when you know somebody is mentally, yeah. You look at yourself and go, I'm a dog. I'm a dog. Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know, 5%ers back in the day, knowledge of self, being taught, all that. We used to flip stuff backwards, right? When we had acronyms. So, for instance, when they out here saying NIGG with ER, which is a word that is in the dictionary, so I don't know why they try to bleep it. That word means ignorant, and it can be applied to anybody of all races, right? It never come with a color attached to it. So we made up an acronym NIGGA, but it's N.I.G.G.A. It's a totally different word. It's just like how you hear there and there. It's two sounding the same, THERE, there, and THEIR, there. Two different words, two different meanings, sound the same, even spelled differently. See, they don't want us to have that. because NIGGA for us was never ignorant getting goals accomplished. Since you want to call me a NIGGER, which is an ignorant individual, we flip it to positive, drop the ER, add a ebonics, dot, 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 never ignorant getting goals accomplished. So when you hear somebody say, which one was he using though? Was it the ER or the A? You might not understand what that is, right? But this go way deeper than that. Dog. Dog for us was God. God spelled backwards. You're the personification of God, my brother. So we started flipping it and saying dog because every time we would say God to each other, peace to the God. Them people that was close by wanted to demolish everything that we had going on because, oh, they have knowledge of self and they're recognizing each other as gods, right? So we started saying dog. But in our minds and to each other, we already have an understanding that it's backward viewed. GODDOG. Right. But confusion along the way, man turn real dog for real. And start actually live like dog for real. Him dog live better than some of we. Right? Because now here we have bitch, which is a female dog. And oh man. Anyhow, I'm not gonna go too far into them teachings that this morning, but just know that we've been down that road. Right? Anyhow, shout out to the brother that just called. That was a realistic solution that he suggested with the color coding of the. And you know what's funny is we did that. We did that. If you go back to the couple pages of realistic solutions for Jamaica that we did, and I told y'all I sent one to Andrew Holness, sent one to this person, sent one to that person. That was one of the things on there with the color coding of the license plates and stuff. So I like the fact that he did not cut anybody out because I'm telling you, you take away somebody's earnings and the bills don't stop coming, you've created another problem on top of a problem that we had before, right? So big up to him for that. Hopefully they listen, man, and I don't even care if they act like the ideas came from them. I don't care. Just put something in place that actually works. That's the part I care about. Just put something in place that actually works. Want to go off on a different part this morning. Run through a couple of sad stories, yeah. 9-year-old boy murdered in Clarendon sparks outrage, grief on social media. I said R.I.P. Shamar. Shamar didn't deserve this. You know, this is still in line of Jamaica is safe as it's the safest it has ever been under this administration. Like, yeah. Mm. There continues to be an outpouring of grief and outrage across various social media platforms following Friday night's shooting death of 9-year-old Shamar in Maypen, Clarendon. The deceased is Shamar Walker of Church Street in Maypen, and he is said to have been a student of Dembe Primary School in the parish. Shamar's mother was also shot and injured during the incident. Police are probing whether there was a connection between a gun attack and a robbery that occurred at the mother's house just a few days earlier. Well, that ain't hard to tell. They're being targeted. Shamar's mother was also shot. In relation to Friday's shooting incident, though, the police reported that it was about 7:45 p.m. and a group of persons were at a shop in the area when a man entered the shop and opened gunfire, hitting little Shamar and his mother. Nobody else got hit, just Shamar and his mother. They were rushed to the hospital where Shamar was pronounced dead and his mother was admitted for treatment. So when I heard the story first, the story said the gunman chased down the little boy and killed him. And I thought to myself, why would they have to chase down a 9-year-old and gun him down, right? Did he see something? Like, me don't know, right? But now they're saying that people on the scene said it didn't chase him down. Some persons on social media from Clarendon have dismissed that claim that little Shamar was chased and shot by the gunman. They instead said that he was hit by a stray bullet as he tried to run away from the scene. That don't make no sense to me. It was a bunch of people there. They know who they came for. Him and his mom got robbed and shot at a couple days before. And then now they came back, and a group of people sitting around, and it just so happened that gunshot only reached two of them. It's not hard. They don't take a scientist or an expert or some high IQ person to figure out that something gone somewhere where she and her child were being targeted. My best bet is that young man knows something. He knows who is doing what, right? Right. Leave no stones unturned. Leave tie up all loose ends kind of movements go on. That's what go on right there, so. But the people are saying no, a runway, him did a runway, but when him see the gunman them coming and stray bullet catch him. So how come stray bullet never catch nobody else? And why did the bullet stray in the direction of where he was running? That's not a stray bullet. If that's the bullet that was meant for him. Now, despite those uncertainties relative to how Shamar was shot and killed, the gruesome crime has sent shockwaves across the parish and the wider society. As usual, leave the kids alone, man. Leave the kids alone, make them live. That's what one woman was saying. Another person says, this is why I believe in the death penalty, because child killers should face this punishment. Maybe then it would stop. And another one says, I'm just so tired of these senseless killings because Shamar, him always a riding bicycle up and down the place. He's just a little innocent youth. Never do nothing to nobody, shaking my head. And another person says, this whole situation is just heartless. Rest in peace, Shamar. So, I've told people before and I'll say it again. Jamaica is paradise to many. It is also hell on earth to many as well. I view Jamaica as both paradise and hell in one place, right? So we never down Jamaica to the point where we feel like one person said one time, I don't know why they don't just fly over it and drop a bomb on it. Carpet bomb it. I said, do you know what a carpet bomb is? You bomb every square inch of the land, wipe out everything. The person said, yes. I said, why would they do that? Why the F word would they do that? There, there are lots of good and great people on that island still, loving, caring people. What about the children? The person said, I don't care. It was one of those good suffer for the bad people talkers. I said, you don't make no effing sense, man. You don't make no damn sense. So, end of the day, it's paradise on earth for some, and they can brag about it all the time and about all the fun things they can do and all that. And then it's hell on earth for others because their reality is different from yours, right? Pauline Davis says, people stop assuming about the death of the 9-year-old boy in Clarendon. Stop assuming. What does that mean, Pauline, to stop assuming? What hurts them talk for one day when they sort of crime, but nothing is being done. One day talk, nothing being done. More understand what Pauline mean though by stop assuming. You see, this is what the internet is, a blessing and a curse. A lot of the times things could be able to be covered up because we have to wait for 9-day mail and newspaper printout and story later and all that. Now, a lot of people are forced to be truthful because we can see what's going on in record time. Now, one thing you're never going to have or be able to stop is people assuming. You're never going to stop that because the story is never given to the people in whole. If they had came and they said the mother was involved in A, B, and C, the mother break up with Johnny a gunman, Johnny did want this and that. If they gave us a complete story, then people wouldn't assume. But they never give us a complete story, so it's natural to assume, right? So you can't. It's kind of like futile, my friend. Wasting energy telling people to stop assuming. People are always going to assume. And I want to tell you something too. I've seen assumptions led to cases being solved. Right. An assumption is like a theory. If it's based on the facts that are given in the case, it's a theory. A good private investigator or a criminal investigator goes off his theory. And his theory is usually formed based on pieces he's putting together, right? So you can't tell people to stop assume because assumption works sometimes, and it's just people airing out when it don't look right. What are intelligent people to think? People are gonna assume. Robert Goodnight says two different seas, white from overseas in Jamaica vacationing, tripping themselves naked. Other episode take place at the airport. Security guard have to run. Oh, with the woman, it is said that she is I forgot what she is. I think she's a therapist, but she was having a mental breakdown at the airport in Jamaica, which that could happen to anybody, black or white or whatever else you are. The way how it was handled, uh, I think some authorities, higher places, had stepped in, talking about how Jamaican security or personnel at the airport did not handle it properly or whatever. So I said, I left a comment. A dentist, thank you. Did you know, by the way, that dentist is one of the professions that have the highest percentage of suicide? Go look it up. I'll be back. Back to this. The way they were saying the people didn't handle it properly, I was saying, what were they supposed to do? Like run up to her and wrap her up in a bubble sheet and a blanket and put her on a flight with security who will usher her, give her a massage until she got to her destination? Like, that was unexpected. And she has strip off our clothes. And I'm sure the first thing they're thinking is, damn, this a tourist. And she in the airport. And how do we handle this? Cause say if I did if it was a Jamaican in there, them would have slide tackle you like a football, you play a midfield, and and drag you out already. But it's a white woman and she's a tourist, and you could hear her voice and her accent, and she's going off and her clothes coming off, and people are like, man, I want grab her, come, I want them say I'm our breast, them did I feel up. Next thing we are get SouFLoTV, sexual harassment and this and that and the other. Don't know how to hold her because she looks slippery right now, and she are crazy like when fish come out of it, and the fish flip out of the tank and it a beat around the place. I don't know. It wasn't no other way that they could have handled it. Unless they had a taser, just tase her ass and she stiff out and then pick her up. Because that's what it. You see in the US, right? They wouldn't give a damn. They will tase your ass. Tasing you is a way of getting you under control. Right? Come on, sir. Sir. Okay, sir. I'm going to tell you one more time. Don't, sir. Bzzz. That's it. Oh, they tase them. That's all they're going to say. Right? And then pick you up your stiff body and carry you around and deal with it behind closed doors. But Jamaica ain't doing all that. They handcuffed her. Well, if they had tasers, it would have worked. It would have been easier. So yeah, here we are. Here's another one that I wanted to touch on shortly this morning. A man armed with a knife was shot dead by California State Park Rangers near Palisades, Tahoe. Officials said on Friday. I don't know if y'all know about the story. California State Park said that the shooting happened about 10 a.m. at the Olympic Village Inn, some resort. A ranger involved in the shooting attempted to pull over a vehicle that was involved in a carjacking in Tahoe City. The driver led them on a high-speed pursuit that ended in a crash near the inn. That is when the park department said that the suspect exited the vehicle with a knife in his hand, and the ranger shot the suspect. A state park spokesperson could not confirm how many shots were fired. Despite efforts to save his life, the suspect was declared dead at the scene and no one else was injured. The suspect was identified on Saturday as 29-year-old Vinton Miller. The Placer County Sheriff's Office said that Miller was from Jamaica and he was staying in Tahoe in the area on a work visa. Palisades, Tahoe now says in a statement that Miller was an employee at the resort. So he had come from Jamaica on a work visa to work at this resort in this place and he was seen in a vehicle, which the police pull up behind him, run the tag, and said the vehicle was involved in a carjacking. And they tried to pull him over, and he took them on a high-speed chase. Doe Johnson's state spokesperson said that while a shooting involving a park ranger is very uncommon, it's not unusual because they are trained the same way that police officers are trained. Snowboarder Karen Laurier Cossie arrived at the parking lot and said it was packed off by police, blocked off. We couldn't get any access to it, and it's shocking. Everyone around here at the Olympic Village, you can go look up Olympic Village and see what it is. It's a ski resort. Everyone is pretty low key here. Everyone just wants to get on the mountain and get some ski time in. The spokesperson for Palisades Tahoe said the lifts remain open as the nearby incident happened. Olympic Village Inn is located on the 1900 block of Chamonix Place and is nearly half a mile from Palisades Tahoe aerial tram. Anyway, what happened there was a Jamaican get a work visa for come work in one of these resorts over here, end up in a vehicle that the police said was used recently, a short time before in a carjacking situation. Tried to pull him over. He didn't pull over. He took them on a high-speed chase. Him jump out of the vehicle after him crash with a knife in his hand, and they shot him to death. Just a quick message that as bad as JCFB, hear me out, as bad as JCFB in Jamaica, I've seen countless situations where they could have killed. And I know for a fact that if that had happened in the US, that the person there would be dead. So I guess that's one thing you have to look to and say, the chances are highly unlikely that the Jamaica Constabulary Force are going to just kill you just so. He's over here visiting. Why are you taking police on a high-speed chase? Why are you in a vehicle that's used in a carjacking? Just not too long ago. I don't know if the brother did over here a double work, like, I'm going to make some illegal money while making some legal money kind of thing, rob people and then go back to work. What were you doing? If you get your little visa for come work, come work, man. You save your little money and you go back to your yard when the visa run out, or you renew your visa and you keep working, not true? Well, that's what it says in the newspaper. Jamaican shot dead by park ranger police in the United States of America. And then there's another one. The biggest one of the morning, though, I want to go through. I'll take out the grandmother one because I'll do her story separately. And since I want to get off here in about the next 20 minutes, this one is for the morning. Beachy Stout. I was hallucinating. Some of this information you've heard before because they regurgitated it, chopped it in pieces. But there's a whole printout of Beachy Stout actually telling them about his relationship and the lifestyle that he had with his wife. Some deep information was divulged. And I think it's interesting. So we'll get into that story right now. Veda says the story not adding up. Park ranger. A park ranger, Veda. Not even a police. And they quickly came out and said the park ranger shooting is not something that happened on a regular, but it's not unlikely because they are trained with the same training that police officers get. The man was wielding a knife. We could say, why didn't they tase him? Why didn't they rubber bullet him? Why didn't they water hose him? Why didn't they do all the other things that they could have done? But it's too late. Him dead. Him dead. And you got to understand where that happened too, right? You're like the fly in the buttermilk. The only fly in the buttermilk in a them place there. So, sometimes I get a little... That's my message for the morning to my Jamaicans who get them little work visa and come through. You get your little work visa, you come through, just know, say, no, Jamaica, you're there. Just know, say, them not going to take no stylings from you over here. Just know, say, they operate differently. And just know that just by the time them see you in the area, they already calculated in their mind that you ain't even supposed to be here anyways. Because it ain't too much of your kind around here. You look like a threat. Don't try to do nothing out of line. You come here, come work, and end up lose your life. Yeah. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Vida says they could have disarmed him. I said coulda, woulda, shoulda. That wasn't in their interest. Opal Wallace says, look into what I'm saying. It's a gambling yard where the 9-year-old got shot. A robbery take place there with a toy gun. They hold the robber and beat him, and then they call the police, and the robber get locked up with the toy gun. So who shoot the little boy and the mother? Because it sure wasn't the toy gun. Yes, Karen. Try and stay clean, especially when you're somewhere like that. Let's get into the Beachy Stout. We're gonna talk more about the liquor boy. We'll talk more about the liquor boy. But let's get into the Beachy Stout, something to close out this morning, right? I'll go more into the little boy's story later on. Let me turn this ringer off real quick. Ringing notifications off. All right, done. All right, here it is. Beachy Stout says, I didn't kill my cheating party animal wife. I didn't kill my cheating party animal wife. The Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston on Friday heard gripping and extensive details about the relationship and the lifestyle that Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout McDonald enjoyed with his wife. Hold on, let me take this call real quick. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo, how are you?
I'm good, family. How are you doing this morning?
All right. So, I've seen a lot of videos where white guys swinging knife, and you have 10 cops there, and the guy get away, and sometimes they'll just handcuff him. We don't see them shooting the white guy.
The videos that kill me are the ones where they actually run from him. You ever see that?
Okay.
Yeah, the police they even run from the white guy that's wielding a machete or wielding a knife. They run around the car. I seen one chasing the police around the car, and he running around the car, and I'm like, wow, if that was said other person, he would just turn around and shoot. But we must understand this, brother. You're right. But okay, so let me break down the psychology of this for you, for everybody to understand. The reason why we're treated different is this, right? When they go out and they encounter someone that looks like them, he resembles their uncle, he resembles their father, he resembles their brother, he resembles their cousin, their family members. So they feel akin to these people. When they come across somebody like you, all the stereotypes they have been taught all throughout their lives come to the forefront of their mind. We look completely different. We are a different people, different culture, different everything. So there is no connection to you. Therefore, they can treat you like pull out and shoot, right? They're scary. They're all criminals. They will kill you. Pull out and shoot. So that's why they act like that, because they don't see them as a kinship to us. And that's why it's dangerous for a lot of white police officers to patrol in black communities. That's why there's always this, oh, another one got shot unarmed. Whereas when they come in contact with black police officers, very rarely do you ever get that result. Because the black police officers, if you notice it, they will talk to the black suspect as if they're talking to an uncle that's having some problems, or a brother that's having some problems, or a cousin that's having some problems. The same way white police officers talk to white suspects as if they're talking to a family member. It's deep.
Oh yeah, because I have a lot of police friends, and we'll stand and talk all the time, almost every morning. But I don't have a white police friend like that with their phone number, you know?
Right.
So I understand where you're coming from.
Right. Right.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, manners and respect, my brother. All right, let's get into the Beachy Stout thing. This is our last one for the morning. The Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston on Friday heard gripping and extensive details about the relationship and the lifestyle that Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout McDonald enjoyed with his wife, Nia Hamilton McDonald, up to the point that she was brutally murdered. Beachy said, "I did not kill my cheating party animal wife." All right, listen to this. The details are contained in a statement that was given by Beachy way back in July of 2020 when everything first went down. The case is in court. Everything is coming out in court now. Beachy Stout outlined a tale of money, sex, lies, and infidelity. Robbie Williams delivered the report. Shout out to Robbie Williams. Shout out to Nationwide for this. So every time Beachy Stout McDonald told the police investigators back then that he was a man who was millions of dollars in debt and he was suffering from hypertension, diabetes, depression, and dealing with a wife who loved the party scene and was cheating on him, and he was very well aware of it. Everything wrong with him. The statement was provided to the police, to the Portland police, July 31st of 2020, back when they took his first statement. This was 11 days after she had been murdered. Now, according to Beachy Stout, he said that he first met, some of this you have heard before, but that was from somebody else delivering it. But run past the liquor party here before, because this got way more. According to Beachy Stout, he said he met Tanya in 2007 when she was 20 years old. Then developed a friendship and he started giving her money. His assistance included sending her to evening classes and putting her up in her own apartment. 2 years after they started a friendship, he said, is when they first became sexually active together. Remember, we covered that part before, and I said, yeah, right. What Jamaican man I go put woman up in a own apartment, send her go school, pay for it, all this, and wait 2 years to get some pum pum? You must be mad. You have to run crutches right away. But anyhow, by Beachy Stout telling that sexual relationship would have started about 2009. His first wife, Marlene McDonald, reportedly found out about the relationship and said that she was unhappy and she was displeased about it. It was embarrassing. The businessman told the police that this caused a problem in the marriage because wifey find out. Marlene McDonald was killed around the same time she found out that Beachy Stout was having an affair with Tanya, which is the same 2009. Beachy Stout says that the murder of his first wife left me depressed, and I still find it hard to talk about it. He says that he was having to take a whole heap of medication morning and night. And then he told the detectives that he was even suffering from hallucinations, seeing things that weren't there. He says that he often feels out of it. Beachy Stout says that his hallucinations also reportedly caused him to see up to 6 people at a time. Just people appearing that are not there. In addition to his health challenges, diabetes, hypertension, the businessman said he was facing money issues as well. His signed statement indicated that he had debt amounting to $48 million, with several of his accounts in overdraft. Beachy Stout told the police that Tanya just loved to party he says that people in Portland would frequently spread rumors. That was embarrassing. And they would spread rumors that Tanya loved attending the orgy parties and the sex parties across the parish. Now, if you go back and look at the first video that I covered this with the voice note, the young lady in there did speak about the orgy parties. And she said, me go there too, but me free single and disengaged. But she married. And now I still am a girl still. So she go with we, you know. But she bad. She bad. He denied that Tanya had lesbian tendencies, which was apparently another rumor that was circulating throughout Portland about the murdered woman, that she would go to these sex parties and she would get down with both sexes, right? And then people would then come back out and talk. So them see her there and she riding man and woman. Tanya also reportedly found nude pictures of other women on Beachy Stout's phone, which she is said to have reposted to her own social media status in an event trying to embarrass those young ladies, right? Yeah, said naked picture, come give me man, I put it out there for everybody to see it. And she would put them on her own status. Beachy Stout reportedly also confronted a policeman who he heard was sleeping with his wife, which we know about now. However, he says that he and Tanya eventually had worked through our issues. He told the police that he had heard horrible rumors on social media seeking to link him to his wife's murder. All lies. He told the police that Tanya's murder has left him traumatized. And first he was dealing with his first wife's murder, which he hasn't gotten over, and now he has to deal with this. Beachy Stout told the police that he could not think of why anyone would want to kill his wife. He ends the statement by asserting that I did not kill Tanya Hamilton McDonald. His trial will continue in days to come. Now, Tuesday. It says Tuesday. That statement within itself gives all kinds of motive as to why you would want to kill her. Everybody in the town know about it except for me. By the time me find out, me I hear rumors about my wife all day with other woman. She had do pum pum, she had do teely. They're laughing at me out there. Big man can't do nothing for him woman. Him diabetes bad. For him teely don't work no more. She young and she want it often. She a fling it yes or so and everywhere. That's enough for you to. And he told them that he was aware that she was doing it. So that's motive alone right there. But hey, that's his statement. Never heard it before. The hallucination part and him admitting to his medical condition and so on and so forth, and $48 million in debt and all these other things. We heard before that she stole money from him. We heard before that she was unfaithful. We heard before that even the man who he sent to kill her ended up getting some. But we never hear him confirm about the stories about the orgy parties and stuff. That I've heard on the voice note, which is on the first video on SouFLoTV that we used to cover this story. So to see it in his statement now, that's all I can say. Rash Jada says, so I may alone see the video with Beachy a boast about him have more money than leeching. I must see you alone, me don't know. Or maybe him did I lie. But any which way you take it, you see? Right now, let's end it like this morning. Any which way you take it right now, he can't get out of this. He's good. He's done. He's done for real. Because there's no way they can explain the multiple voice notes of him planning his wife's murder and how many times they attempted before it was done. That is recorded. It's being played back in court right now. Them only reach halfway through it. The part where the murderer youth frig up himself, the first contract man, is when he admitted on tape to bring in his own son and his cousin. Oh, I'm a cousin, but I'm not really my cousin still. I'm a driver, you see it. Yeah, but I bring them with me on the move. They always said that his son was involved. He always said his son wasn't. It played out on the tape where he admitted that his son was there with him. Right? That's all. Anyways, we're going to leave it right as of this morning, see? And we'll pick up tomorrow morning where we talk about more things and all these things. Have a wonderful Monday. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. And don't forget to go over to Scotch Bonnet and Time and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you over there on Sunday, 7:30 Jamaica time, when Scotch Bonnet and Time goes live. That's the Caribbean dating show. If you're a Jamaican looking for a Trini girl, or if you're a Trini looking for a Jamaican man, or is a Bajan looking for, you know the thing go already. We're going to mix up the Caribbean and connect the Caribbean. All right? One love. SouFLo, have a productive day. Word is love. Peace. I'm out. Donna Thompson and everybody else, walk good. I'm out. Peace.